All right, folks, we are about ready to get underway here for some curling. And I just want to say I do apologize because I know nothing about curling. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in regardless. Hopefully, today is a good matchup again. United States and Czechia, or I guess the Czech Republic. I have no idea. They can change their name whenever they want to, I suppose. But yeah, hopefully, again, we have a good matchup again. The mixed team went and got the silver for the United States. So, of course, the men's team trying to, at least match that. It'd be nice, of course, to get a medal in curling. Not really too familiar with how the United States historically does in curling. Again, I'll probably be relying on you guys for a lot of that. Apparently, they have temperatures. The ice is minus 4.6 Celsius. The air temperature, 13 Celsius. That's interesting stuff. So, yeah. Again, appreciate you guys. Good to see you, George. See, yes. Oh, yeah. Going for the United States. Let's go ahead and move that up. Looks like Lucas Kilpa for the Czech Republic. Already gliding a stone. And looks like we have Jurek scrubbing away. And I'll try to keep this as professional as possible. And that looks like a pretty good shot already. That's already in the circle with the white green. And that's pretty much right there in the middle. Halfway in the middle and halfway in the second circle. And here comes Aiden Oldenburg. He's ready to glide that stone as it's underway. Heading right down the middle. Looks like Volet scrubbing away. Then we have Richardson also scrubbing. He is very adamant about scrubbing. And that's going to go ahead and hit that Czech Republic stone out of the circle. Not even close to the circle anymore. It's way gone. Looks like it's going to be in between the second and the third circle for the United States. Czech Republic already going at it with their second stone as it glides down. Again, scrubbing away Jurek. The other guy's just kind of spectating. Jurek doing all the work, so Srivnovsky just kind of the guy. As that knocks the United States stone out of the way again. Pretty much the same spot in between the second and the third circle. U.S. men last medaled in curling in 2018, winning the gold. They finished fourth in 2022. Gotcha. Okay, appreciate you, RC. I'll actually write that down for future stuff. As got another stone being glided again. Richardson scrubbing away. And Violet kind of spectating. Now he's going to scrub as it hits the Czech Republic stone. And that one's going to land actually in the third circle. Of course, there's the middle circle, the second one, third, and the fourth. Again, I don't know the terminology here. Martin Jurek, again, just going to glide that stone here for the Czech Republic. This is their third stone. And again, Kilpa scrubbing away. He is really scrubbing and scrubbing. Looks like that's going to bank. Ooh, that's a pretty good shot. Knocking the United States stone out of the way. And the Czech Republic one in the second circle. Pretty much right there. Again, it's touching that center dot. Sports, another 5-0. This guy. Did you win at tennis? I won 2 of the 3 matches. We lost the first one. And I'll admit we took our opponent pretty lightly. Next time we will win, as we were not expecting these young ladies who were skin and bones pretty much just, yeah, I mean, they were very impressive, could hit the ball hard. United States stone hitting the Czech Republic stone out, and now the United States stone glides out of the circles. So no stone is in the circles right now. This is Daniel Casper's first Olympics as skip for the United States. USA has last stone for this round. That usually means you have the advantage, if I understand. All right, Czech Republic gliding it now down the right side, or I guess to their left, as it's kind of curving in, as we're going to get some scrubbing away from Kilpa and Chernovsky. Chernovsky and Kilpa just kind of scrubbing away. This one's looking pretty good, and that one's going to land in the second circle. So again, the United States with an opportunity, of course, to knock it out. Countries can change their names whenever. I'm looking at you, Turkey. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, let me go and write that down. Or see, U.S. men won the gold. in 2018. United States, again, gliding a stone down. And again, they are scrubbing and scrubbing away. And that is going to knock the Czech Republic stone out. And that will land in about the third circle. So again, the United States with the only stone in the circle. It is on Peacock. I'm watching it on Peacock as of right now. Unless they want to go ahead and take it out. Marek Chernovsky going to go ahead and glide that stone as he gives it a little twist. And again, scrubbing away is the Czech Republic, trying to knock out the United States stone. And I believe it's on track to knock it out. And it does. And that's a pretty good shot. Again, going to be in between the second and third circle. And pretty much splitting the difference there. Handwriting has actually gotten worse. Skip is the leader for a group of 4 on the ice. Gotcha. Luke Violet's going to go ahead and glide his stone for the United States, trying to knock out that Czech Republic stone again. The only stone in the circle as of now. As again, Richardson scrubbing away, trying to keep it going. And he does knock it out. Pretty much taking the exact same spot of the Czech Republic stone. Wish there was a way for me to, like, I don't know, wish there was like a graph. I can show you where the stones were. All right, Czech Republic going to go ahead and glide their stone down. And again, they start scrubbing away for the Czech Republic, just trying to knock the United States stone out. And he does. That's how. That one lands in the third circle, so not as impressive a shot. Again, still pretty cool stuff. But it is in the third circle. United States with 3 stones remaining. Czech Republic with, of course, 2. As there is the United States stone just setting it down. Violet with the glide. Richardson scrubbing away. And looks like that's going to knock out the Czech Republic stone. And that one's going to land in between the third and the fourth circle. Your goal is to get your stones as close to the center circle as the house possible. More stones near the center, more points for the round. Yeah, that's what I figured. I just, yeah, again, I'm just don't know the terminology, don't know nothing. But yeah, as of now, again, the United States with the only stone in the circles. In between the third and the fourth. As here's Lucas Kilma. He is the skip, I guess. He is the leader as he glides that stone down the right side, curling in. Gonna try to knock this United States stone out of the way, and he does. It's out of there. Czech Republic with a stone on the outer circle. So again, 2 more stones for the United States. 1 stone for the Czech Republic. Again, Czech Republic, the only team with the stone in the circle. Again, obviously, never done this before. Never have watched curling. Again, I've kind of seen, I guess I've seen it like in bits and pieces. As there is Casper Stone gliding down. Of course, again, the right side, everything kind of staying on the right side for this match as it's kind of curving in. It's gonna line up pretty okay. Knocks out the stone. Now there's no stones. So no stones in. I guess that works again for the United States. So no stone in play. All right, I guess, again, just technically there's a stone for the United States that's just outside. It's still possibly, I don't know, I guess it could be bounced somehow into it. I don't know how it would. It's already past the circle, but they're leaving it there. Again, Gabe, it's on Peacock. I'm going to type that in for you. I didn't mean to shout it at you. I had all caps on for some reason. So there you go. Blank and rule, mixed doubles, they switch. the hammer switches and team it's retained. And I wouldn't know how that works. I guess hammer is the last shot. All right, here's Czech Republic again, gliding their last stone as he gives it a nice little twist. It's just gliding down. They start scrubbing away. Scrubbing away again. They need to figure out how they can keep their stone in. Again, the United States will have the last shot. Gliding inside. Looks like they're going to try to get some points. And that is going to land. Ooh, that might. All right, well, that's going to be on the far circle, on the outside circle. So, looks like most likely get a point if I guess. I mean, that was pretty impressive, I guess. Again, I don't know what the strategy would be here. All right, Casper on the leader. Again, the skip. There he starts gliding, and he sends it down right up the middle. Again, it's going to have a little bit of spin. It's going really fast. He's just trying to get them all out of there, and he does. So I believe it's 0-0. Nobody with the stone in the first frame. So yeah, 0-0 at the end of one. At the end of one. Actually, literally the end one. I'll move my face a little more. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, first time covering this. We'll see how it does. We'll see how I do. Again, not really familiar with the terminology. But we're going to go ahead and just make it work. So again, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, an updated medal count for the tournament. Norway leading with 7 gold. Switzerland at 4. United States in third place. Again, they have 3 as well as Germany, Sweden, but they have more silvers and more bronze medals. Czech Republic again, who they're playing today with the gold medal and a silver in the Olympics so far. All right, looks like we are working our way back. Again, there are other teams playing as well. I guess I can let you guys know the scores of those whenever I get a chance. Czech Republic, again, going to go and glide the first stone here on the second end. Again, 0-0 was the score in the first one. Gliding it down the left side, curving in, slowing down. This one, I think, is going to be looking pretty good. Again, of course, the first shot, not really going to matter. It's already in the circle. It's going to be in the second circle. Very good shot. Again, the United States most likely going to knock it out. These guys seem to be pretty on it. This is Aiden Oldenburg as he sends it down. He's saying easy, like, hey, chill out. Violet and Richardson start scrubbing away again, trying to slow this one down. Oh, I don't know. This one might not even... It's going to even make it. Oh, no, that was... I guess that's where they wanted it. So the United States playing it short. So I guess it kind of blocks an area. So I guess that's where that strategy could work. Czech Republic with it. Going to be probably trying to knock that one out. As that one's kind of curving in. They're not even doing anything. Not even scrubbing. Now they start scrubbing. And yeah, that's going to completely miss it. And that one's going to go ahead and enter the far circle. Thank you for streaming. Oh, yeah, no problem. Again, I don't know how this will go. We're trying this curling thing. Yeah, again, I have no idea. I have no idea what to even say. But we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Here's Aiden Oldenburg's second shot, or second glide, I should say, with the stone. He's saying, like, hey, can you go right now? Can you go inside? He's just gliding full speed ahead, and he knocks One stone and both stones out of the circle. Very impressive shot. Oldenburg, again, Czech Republic had 2 stones in the circle, but he's able to get both of them out of there. I mean, that's beautiful. With one shot undoing the work of the Czech Republic. United States with it again in the outside circle. Czech Republic gliding their stone down again. Going to just probably try to knock that stone out of there. Pretty easy shot there, and it is successful. Knocks out the United States. Czech Republic with a stone in the outer circle on the near side of where the gliders are. Or the gliders. The rollers? I don't know. No idea what curling is, just like the play-by-play. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I have no idea. This is new. This is foreign to me. Literally, it is foreign. It is in Italy. United States gliding here in the third stone of the second end. As Violet just scrubbing aggressively. Oldenburg scrubbing aggressively as he knocks out the Czech Republic stone. The United States gets a stone. Oh, that's a pretty good shot again. Considering the United States has a stone all the way on the outside, not like very shy of where the circles are. Not a bad spot. Have to imagine again they'll try to knock out both of those stones. So here is the stone here for the Czech Republic as they start gliding it down on the left side, kind of curving in. They are scrubbing away. Misses one stone, does get the second. And that one, oh, that's a pretty good shot. That's right in the middle. That is as center as can be. So Czech Republic with the stone on the very inside again. Missed one stone, but did get the second. Again, that ended up being pretty solid. But you have to imagine, again, the United States will just go ahead and knock it out as there is the glide. Again, 4 stones remaining for each team after this one is done or concluded here. Start spinning again. Looks like it's going to be a clean whacking it out of there. United States with a stone in the second circle. USA. Oh yeah. So USA again with the only stone inside the circle, and the United States with another stone in play, kind of gatekeeping on the up on the left side there. But yeah. So they're showing pizza here. That's great. That's how you know that they don't even think it's that exciting. They're showing social media clips. Wow. Well, I myself am hungry. Kind of want some spaghetti. As there is the stone of the Czech Republic. Going to knock out the United States. As that puts the Czech Republic stone in the third circle. Again, 4 stones left for the United States, 3 for the Czech Republic. Pizza, you had empanadas, yeah. I've actually never had an empanada. Never had it. And I asked my mom, like, why have I not had empanadas? And she said, she was born in Acapulco. So she said, no, we in Acapulco didn't have empanadas. Interesting. Anyway, United States gliding down their stone. Looks like that one's going to knock out the Czech Republic stone. Pretty solid. As the United States will take their spot. Again, they have a stone in the third outer circle, I guess. Really? I am not even kidding. Empanadas were, I guess, everywhere else. I don't know. Really shocking. My wife's mom, born in Campeche, which is, where that peninsula is there. They had a bunch of them. Bunch of empanadas. But yeah, no, apparently, Mexico is very different, I guess, throughout the country. I've never been to the peninsula. As here's the stone gliding down, knocking out the United States and the Czech Republic. with the stone in the second circle, second inner circle. Again, good to see you, Draven. Appreciate you for tuning in as I attempt to give this curling a shot. I don't know what I'm doing. But hey, you live and you learn. So here is the glide, and there is the release. I don't know. As the United States starts scrubbing away, this one with a little bit more speed than the others, being very aggressive with it, as it knocks out the Czech Republic stone. United States stone is staying in the outermost circle, and it is kind of being guarded by the United States. Again, they have a stone that is pretty outside. United States looking like I think they will get a point here. Again, 2 more stones for each side. How's it going, Sean? Good to see you. Again, sorry about what you're listening to. It is a clueless guy with a sport that he's not familiar with. On the main street, the entire sidewalk is just empanada vendors. There's one who sells mondongo empanadas. I haven't had that one yet, but my mom's wife is from Puerto Rico and says, I will die if I eat mondongo, period, much less an empanada. Okay. Doctor, you doing any spring training games? Very unlikely. Very unlikely, Draven. Maybe 1 or 2. Maybe. And that's if I got nothing going on that day. Like, there's nothing else to call or whatnot. I don't know, the NFL preseason was boring. Not really a baseball guy. I mean, I like baseball, of course, but baseball to me is a clear second. So it's unlikely I do any spring training. But we'll see. I don't want to rule it out, as there is the second of last stone here for the Czech Republic, as that's going to go down the left side. Going to try to knock out the other stone of the United States, and it does. That's a pretty good shot. And now, again, that is kind of being guarded by the United States stone. So not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Apparently there's a shooting percentage. United States, 83% shooting percentage in game 1 usually. But game 2 and 3, they kind of ramp it up, 91%. Those percentages. Thank you, Doctor. You've got to start somewhere. Yeah, I know, right? I've got beef with this one. Oh, you don't like beef? Where in the U.S. are the U.S. team from? I would not know. I guess I can look that up if I get a break. There really wasn't much of a break between the ends for some reason. I don't know why. Understandable. I'm just happy Jared Jones is back. Got myself hyped up from the MLB. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm hoping he can return to form. I know he might be out of the pen. Go ahead and look out here. Looks like this Daniel Kasper, again, the skip, a.k.a. the leader of this American curler team, as he sends it down the left side. Again, they're scrubbing away, as that one, I believe, is going to hit the Czech Republic stone, and it does, though I don't know if it got enough. Ooh. Okay, so now the Czech Republic, I think, might be getting a point here. Danny Kasper, again, the leader from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So there is one. Let's go ahead and see where Luke Violette is from Edmonds, Washington. Let's look at Ben Richardson here. Let's see if I can. Ben Richardson from Miami, Florida. And then Aiden Oldenburg from, let's see, I don't really see any information on him. He graduated from Minnesota State, so I'd assume probably up there in Minnesota. So I got a Southerner in there. All right, again, the final stone for each team. 0-0 is your score. Czech Republic with this stone inside the circle. So you have to imagine, again, the Czech Republic looking pretty good here, feeling pretty good, getting at a point on the board. As there's the glide, and they start scrubbing away. They got to. You'd think they got to try to play as far away as from each other as possible. And I think that's going to land in the circle. Going to land in the third outermost circle. Again, very unlikely that the United States can knock out both. So I'm thinking the Czech Republic will indeed be getting a point here. California, this guy. Thanks for the research. 0 for 5 on that guess. Yeah. You were incorrect. All right, yeah, the United States discussing what to do again. These stones for the Czech Republic pretty far from each other. This would be a pretty incredible shot if he's able to knock them both out. I don't think he's going to be aiming for that, though. There is the release as these guys scrub away. Now they're really ramping up the scrubbing here. I think he's going to... Oh, they're scrubbing. They're scrubbing. Oh, wow. It's going to land in the second one. This lands in the second inner circle. Pretty good shot. So the United States gets the first points. Okay, well, again, I didn't know that the other team doesn't get any points for that. But yeah, 1-0 United States leading over the Czech Republic. Look at that. Though, it looks like the hammer does switch. I don't know if that's because they switch after every 2 or because the Czech Republic got 2 stones and the United States only 1. Again, I would not know. In the other games, Italy leading 1-0 over Sweden. Canada, Germany 0-0 in that one. Great Britain leading 1-0 over China. So that is what's happening across the curling Olympic world. And we're back for end number 3. Again, Czech Republic down 1-0 United States. We scored a point, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know. Genuinely have no idea. United States starting it out with the first stone here. Again, they'll be leading it off as Aiden Oldenburg letting it go down the left side. Again, Violet just kind of scrubbing away. And Richardson joining in now as that's curving in. Looking like that's going to land pretty short. But they are probably okay with it. Again, looks like they're playing defense. That's assuming points are good, unlike golf. Yes, points, I believe, are good. I want to say they are. Czech Republic already going down as he releases it pretty much right down the middle. Again, going to try to get that United States stone out of there. That's curving inside. I think that's going to go ahead and whack it out. Or maybe not. I think it's going to completely miss. Looks like the Czech Republic kind of playing defense of their own, as that's landing about a few feet away from the United States stone. I have no idea how to... I mean, I don't even know what they're saying. Let me go and listen to what they're doing. They're not even talking about it right now. They're talking about past results. Here is the glide by Oldenburg. That's down the left side. That's curling in. And I believe that's going to land in the circle. That's going to land on the outermost, maybe the inside. Looks like, okay, so the third outermost circle is where Oldenburg places his stone. The U.S. team is from Chaska Curling Club of Chaska, Minnesota. Interesting. Yes, I think points are good in this case. I'm thinking so as well, as Czech Republic releasing his second stone. And again, they're scrubbing away. They might be, again, they're not going to be able to hit any of the United States stones. Looks like they're going to go into the circle here. And that's going to land in the third outermost circle. So pretty much the same thing. United States has the second youngest team in the Olympics, curling-wise. 25 years old is the average age of this group. Could be curling for years to come. Look at that. All right, this is Ben Richardson gliding it down the right side, curving inwards, of course. Looks like he's going to just narrowly miss the Czech Republic one. Does he hit the Czech Republic one in the circle? He does, and I believe he knocks it out. I don't know. It is indeed out. It does. Yeah, it is definitely out of the circle. United States with 2 stones in. They have a stone again on the third outermost circle and a stone that is touching the second circle. But I guess I don't know if that's counted the second circle or the third circle. It is what it is. Anyway, Czech Republic gliding their stone down. This is just full speed ahead, and he whacks the United States. Oh, my goodness, what a play, knocking 2 of the United States stones out of there. Of course, the United States with 1 stone still in play. Again, they knocked out a stone that was further up, closer to the gliders. Again, it's kind of gatekeeping, but it is now out of there. United States with the only one inside the circle. Are there penalties, like if you accidentally break a stone? I don't know. Are there penalties for kidney stones? I'd imagine so. But if you pass one on the field, too many stones on this guy. You're doing a great job. I don't know about all that. I'd appreciate it, though, Sean, for tuning in. I'm sure, again, in a few months, you'll be listening during the day for some baseball. That's going to be about 2 months from now, maybe a little bit less than that, as he glides down. This is the 4th stone. Richardson's second is Violet, and Oldenburg just scrubbing away. This one, I think he's going to hit his own stone. And he does. He knocks it cleanly into the third circle. So the United States with 2 stones in the circle, on the outer circle and the third most outer circle. Again, on the near side. Is it better to slide the stone faster or slower? I'd imagine slower. Faster, though, if you have a shot and you're just trying to knock him out of there. Wait, is this going to tell me? Oh, look at that. Oh, this is perfect. All I do is click a button. There we go. Where am I putting? I don't know. I don't know where to put me. Yeah, I'll put me up here. There's no way there should be anybody. I'll make myself bigger, too. Bigger is better. Okay, I don't know how live this is. I think it's kind of live. There you go. Okay. All right. Well, shoot. That's awesome. All right. Here is... Actually, I don't even know. Maybe it'll update. Anyway, United States gliding it down the near side as he keeps scrubbing away. And that one's going to land... Okay, looks like it is good. So that's okay. Where you see that black dot there in the yellow circle, that is what just happened. Okay, gliding there. Okay, again, you can see the United States with 2 circles there. Inside the 2 stones, 2 stones in the circle. Again, I have no idea what I'm saying. Unbelievable. What's the next to the United States? No idea. No idea. I will have to go back and forth, I guess, for the points. All right, here is the Czech Republic's 5th stone. It's coming in with the full speed ahead, knocking all the United States stones out of there. Unbelievable play by Chervanovsky. What a play by Chervanovsky. Again, 1-0 United States leading. They put a point up in end number 2. But, man, that is as amazing as you can possibly do. Who had the hammer? The United States had the hammer in the first two ends. Czech Republic with it in the third one. Again, I don't know if it switches every two or not. I genuinely have no idea. As the United States gliding their stone down, going to try to knock in. He does tap the Czech Republic. So it looks like everyone's kind of just playing defense, I guess. I'm not too sure, as they're leaving everything kind of short of the circle. Sweeping. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry, but hopefully your stream went well. I know there's a lot of people in there, so I'm happy for you, man. That's good stuff. And I couldn't believe Slovakia won. I know Finland, they were the favorite. But, hey, I guess any given day. Buy me a Coke, then I will enjoy it. You don't spend money on soda. Sound like Billy Bean from Moneyball. As there is the sixth stone here for the Czech Republic as he's gliding it down the right side. Again, they're starting to just scrub away now very briefly, as I think that's going to glide into the, well, that's a pretty good shot. That's approaching the second circle. I think it's just going to be on the outside of it. So, yeah, that's going to be on the third outermost circle. Czech Republic looking pretty good. The button is the middle circle. Okay, landing on the button. Interesting. Minnesota is pretty much the curling epicenter of the United States. The last two curling teams for the USA included the gold medalist from 2018 from Duluth, Minnesota, and 2026 squad came from Chaska. Gotcha. All right, well, I like this. I like that it gives me a graphic there because, yeah. United States taking a lot more time here on the offense. I guess you got to plan it out. Again, this is the captain, Casper, as he releases his stone. Going down the right side, kind of spinning inward towards the button, as now they start scrubbing away. Richardson putting a lot of effort there. Oldenburg scrubbing, not kind of just spectating, honestly, as that one's going to hit the stone. Now Czech Republic trying to scrub and scrub and scrub away. So the Czech Republic scrubbing the United States stone to the outer circle. Czech Republic, again, I'd imagine, with the advantage now. They went well. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, tomorrow I will be doing one of the hockey games. I got to take my mom. She's got to, I don't know, I got to take my mom to meet, or, you know, I guess hand her off to my dad. My dad, a few hours away, we're meeting in the middle. So I'll be the middleman. So I can't cover the United States hockey matchup later in the day, but I can do the Canada one early. But that's the only thing I can do. I can maybe do a college basketball game later tomorrow night. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm going to start ramping it up here soon. Again, kind of taking a little bit of a break. Football was very much draining. I'm not going to lie. I love football, of course. Football is my number one, but I was doing multiple games a day for a while there. So, but now I feel a little bit better now. Kind of getting my energy back slowly but surely. Pete Fenson was the skip and won bronze for the United States in 2006. First medal for the USA. Nice. Czech Republic looking for the steal here in end number 3. They are. Mom exchange. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she's not, the most confident driver in the world, but she's good. She's just nervous. She gets in her own head. Anyway, here's the last stone here for the Czech. No, pardon me, not the last stone. 7th stone, second to last here for the Czech Republic. As they're just scrubbing away. And it looks like that's going to glide in between those stones. And I think he's going to gently tap his other stone. That's going to land on the button. That is in there. Czech Republic have to feel pretty good about their stone placement. Again, considering that they have a lot of stones on the outside, it does make it a little tricky there for the United States to try to play some defense, try to knock them both out. I don't think that's really possible. But maybe you can bump the button. You got to bump the button somehow. Somehow, some way. Yeah, no, I think me clicking another button to find the graphic was definitely the play there. Now that's pretty cool. I wish they had it for hockey there, Sinbad. I love the NHL hockey system where you can kind of see the ice and all that. All right, Casper with the United States final stone here on N3. Again, he's got to play some pretty good defense. This one's full speed ahead. He's just driving it in, and he whacks it out of there. So no button for the Czech Republic. Though the Czech Republic with the stone in the third circle. So all they got to do, I assume, is just not mess it up. But again, I don't know. Maybe you have to make a good effort there. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. As a Steeler fan, do you think they should get rid of Metcalf? Look at what Seattle did without him. I mean, Metcalf is a great athlete, but he has a bad attitude and stone hands sometimes, man. It is really frustrating. I wouldn't be upset, but it's going to be pretty hard to move off the contract. All right, there is the final stone here for the Czech Republic, as he's just gliding it in, looking for some, I guess, bonus points. I don't know if it's really bonus points. Trying to get to the button, and he does get to the button, but he is going to have to glide a little bit because Violet's scrubbing it away, and no button there for the Czech Republic. Don't know what they're going to count. So the United States do not get anything there. The Czech Republic with just one. Apparently you could have had two, but only one given to the Czech Republic. United States will have the hammer there for end number 4. So there you go. Again, 1-1 your score in this one. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. Czech Republic looking at a 2 with a 1 stone left. Yeah, they kind of blew it, I guess. Get bonked. They got bonked. Button is also known as the T. The target is the house. Button or tree or T in the center of the house. Gotcha. Yeah, no, like I said, I know nothing. So thank you guys for helping me out. A lot of USA chants there. Again, the United States-Canada game we covered yesterday with women's hockey. A lot of anti-American stuff there. Or just pro-Canada, I guess. I don't know. But whenever the United States had the puck, there were some booing. A lot of booing and groaning from the crowd. Definitely not pro there. But, hey, maybe that's just because it was just a pro-Canada crowd. Czech Republic going to go ahead and glide down here for, again, end number 4, stone 1. As he's gliding it down the left side. Again, Jerk just kind of scrubbing away. The other guy is watching him do all the work. I wish I was that guy. I would pretty much be as useful as him. And he's thinking about scrubbing. Now he's going to scrub, as it's going to land just shy of the circle. Okay, now for some reason it has switched. So now I got to put myself over here. Don't know why it just randomly flipped on me, but like I said, no idea. Anyway, here is Aiden Oldenburg with his first stone of end number 4. As Violet Richardson kind of just scrubbing away. They are actually putting in the work. Of course, I understand every shot is different. They are really aggressively scrubbing, and this one going to enter the circle, possibly in the third. Yes, it's going to enter the third outer circle. Good shot there for Oldenburg, kind of placing himself behind that Czech Republic stone. You're trying to force your opponent to take one and always looking for 2 or more for yourself. Gotcha. All right, here is the second stone for the Czech Republic down the left side. Or maybe, I guess, the right side for the graphic. As, again, they are scrubbing away. It looks like he might hit his own stone. No, just misses his stone. Actually going to bonk the United States a little bit closer. So, hey, I don't think he's too upset about that. Or, the United States is anyway. Again, 1-1 is your score. We'll show off the score there. Oldenburg with his second glide, his second release. Working his way down the left side, I guess, according to the graphic. Down the right side on the TV as it's curving in. And looks like they might have to start scrubbing. I think this is coming in a little too hot. Well, now it's kind of slowing down. Maybe I was wrong. I can't judge it. Hits the Czech Republic stone, kind of protecting the other stone. But again, you can make a nice play if you're Czech Republic. You won't see many 4s or 5s in teams curling. There are a few 4s in 2022 round-robin play. Gotcha. Yeah, the more I do this, the more I imagine I'll learn what the heck I'm saying or what I'm looking at. All right, there is the third stone here for the Czech Republic here at N4. Looks like he's going to try to whack the United States stone, and he does, though. The United States not really paying for it. Czech Republic going to be in a little worse position. Though then again, they do have their stones in front of the United States, and of course, that could pose a problem for the U.S. Protecting stone is known as guarding. Gotcha. Guarding. Let's see here again in the other games right now. Italy leading 1-0 over Sweden. Canada, Germany tied at 0-0. Czech Republic, United States, of course, 1-1. China and Great Britain also 1-1 in the other curling matches. Again, all this happening right next to them. As here's Ben Richardson. He releases his stone. And this one's coming in a little bit hot. Went with more of an offense there. Knocking out the Czech Republic stone. This one's going to land close to the button. It's going to be a pretty solid shot. Just hovering, kind of splitting the button and the second circle. Really good shot there for the United States. They have 3 stones inside to Czech Republic's 1. Of course, again, plenty of stones left to be played. And you can knock out plenty of stones, multiple stones at the same time. Here is the the fourth stone of this fourth end, and this one's coming in pretty hot. This one might do some damage, and he hits the Czech Republic stone. Oh, knocking out one United States stone. Czech Republic. That one's just touching the outer circle there. That was a really good shot. Again, placing his stone probably about the third circle? Looks like it's at the third circle there, touching the second circle. 5 stones remaining for the United States, 4 for the Czech Republic here. Again, you can kind of see the graphic where everything is being held. Cleaning off the stone again. You know, the ice, dirty ice, I guess. Everyone's stepping everywhere. I don't know. Just kind of talking now. I'm just talking. All right. As he glides and turns and releases. Rotation is, I think this one's clockwise. Yeah. As they scrub away. Violet scrubbing away violently as he hits the Czech Republic's stone inside. So I don't know. That's not really the best release there, I guess. He's kind of rolling his eyes. Russia got a 6 in a round-robin play in 2022. You pretty much have to fill the house to get that big of a score. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. Did see that one of the other games was 2-0. Germany, Canada. Germany now leading 2-0 over Canada. Czech Republic communicating like, hey, you know, this is what you got to do right here. The skip trying to lead his men. It's a victory here. Czech Republic here with their 5th stone, their 5th attempt. So he glides and very much releases here intently, very intensely, actually. As this is a clockwise spin, curving inside. They're scrubbing away. This one's coming in with a lot of speed, and it knocks out the United States stone, and it places his stone inside the green there on the second circle. Pretty good shot. Pretty good shots. Czech Republic, I feel pretty good about their position. Again, 4 stones inside circle. Again, I don't know if the outside one counts. I mean, I imagine it does. United States not looking too great at the moment, but they do have, again, the final shot, which could be, of course, the great equalizer. Here is Violet as he releases. This one again clockwise. As Richardson and Oldenburg, they are scrubbing away, hitting their own stone, knocking out the Czech Republic stone. So now kind of looking a little bit better here. 2 stones for the United States, 3 again. I don't know if that outer one, I guess that is touching. You have to assume it is. But of course, the United States with 2 in the third circle. Czech Republic leader, Skip there. He's, again, pretty intense guy. He is just... He's a yeller again. He's going to release it here as... Just so intense. Oh, my goodness. All right, this one a counterclockwise spin with full speed ahead, knocking out the United States, one of their stones. Czech Republic looking pretty good again. Now 4 stones inside. United States with 1. Shot type takeout shot. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea. That's interesting on how this all works. This makes me want to give it a shot. This one, again, a clockwise shot here by the United States. Violet with his final stone. Again, 2 shots remaining for each. As that one's going to knock out the Czech Republic. One of them. United States with 2 stones inside. Again, on the third circle and the outermost circle. Czech Republic with the stone that's touching the outside circle, as well as, again, 2 others that are on the outside circle. Czech Republic trying to line up their shot. Again, there's a time limit. Don't know if that's ever really been a thing where, like, hey, they've run out of time. You lose the match. I don't know. Looks like Jordan Stoltz has won gold in the men's 1,000 meter in speed skating, setting an Olympic record in the process. Wow. Pretty cool stuff there. As here's the skip of the Czech Republic. This one again with a lot of speed. A lot of speed. That one knocks out both the United States stones. Man, oh man. That's why he's the leader. Lucas Klima just again getting rid of both of them. So we'll see what the United States can do here. Alguien habla español y me explica cómo va el partido. Yo no me hablo mucho. Mysterious probably does. Mysterious, do you speak Spanish? Mysterious habla español. Es 1-1. Ahorita. Yeah, that's all I got. Casper releasing. As, again, they have 2 more stones. This is down the left side. Again, right side, yes, on your screen. As this one going counterclockwise. He's aiming for the middle. For the button, and I think, he just kind of left it just outside, but again, a pretty solid shot there. We'll see what, again, Lucas has. Dr. Delay hablando. No, yo no hablo. Comprende, sí, pero habla, no. No, not at all. I don't know how to describe anything. Discúlpame. Discúlpame. Alta. Or Sebastian, yeah. Alrighty, in Czech Republic with their final stone. Again, they have a bunch of stones inside. United States, of course, with the best shot. You have to imagine, again, Lucas going to try to make some damage. Lucas eyeing one of his stones. Looks like he's going to try to hit that near stone right there. I think that's his play. As he releases, Lucas yelling. They're scrubbing. Hits his stone. Hits the United States stone. And again, the United States with no stones inside. We'll see what the United States can do on their final. Yeah, same here, Mysterious. Yeah, that's ditto. Again, not familiar with this one either. All right, Casper, again, the final stone. Again, 1-1 is your score. We'll see what Casper can do here. The ghost to the post. Or maybe the something to the button. I don't know. Anyway, he's gliding it down the right side. Kind of having a little spin there. This is a counterclockwise spin. Curving inside. And I believe that's good. That's going to touch the button. So the United States with the points. 2-1. Look at that. But of course, the hammer going back to the Czech Republic. If I had to guess, it goes back because they have more stones inside. That's probably what it is. Again, in the other games, again, pardon, I don't know why, again, it flipped. It's really weird how that works, but let me go ahead and move my everything. Italy leading 1-0 over Sweden. Germany leading 2-0 over Canada. United States, of course, leading 2-1 over the Czech Republic. Great Britain leading 4-1 over China. China not having a good showing so far. Again, we'll see if it wants to flip back to what it was. Again, 2-1 here, as you can see again above. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I'm very much sorry that you have to deal with this type of, play-by-play. I did not put, if you noticed, again, for the normal viewers, did not put radio style, because I know this would be pretty embarrassing if it were a radio style broadcast. So we're just going to go with the play-by-play and reaction. As the United States going to go ahead and start it out. This is Oldenburg as he releases it. I believe this is a counterclockwise spin down the right side or left side. Again, waiting to see what side of the graphic they're going to have as he's curving it in. Looks like he's going to leave it a little bit shy. Looks like they're content with that. Go ahead and refresh this just in case it's being a pain in the butt. There you go. All right, now, okay, so looks like we flip every... There we go. All right, Lucas, trying to clip Oldenburg. It's approaching Oldenburg. I don't think it's going to get Oldenburg. No, it's kind of going to the right. Looks like, again, trying to place it. Trying to play some defense here for later. So you did a great job. You did a great job. Here is the release here. Oldenburg's second shot. Game accuracy 100%. Again, I don't really know what that really means, but all right. Oldenburg again gliding his stone. Might be approaching the Czech Republic stone. No, going to go in between. Looks like he's going to go ahead and put his inside. United States getting a stone inside the circle on the third most outermost circle. All right, here is Klippa's final release. Again, each get 2. As the Czech Republic scrubbing away, scrubbing. This one kind of going outside. And I think that's going to go ahead and enter and remain on the outermost circle. This makes me want to practice this. I want to play this now. I'd probably fall down on the ice, but, I'm just saying, I want to play this. All right, Richardson again going to release his first shots of end number 5 as he releases it again, going down the left side, kind of spinning inside as they scrub away. That one's going to land. That's still going. It's got a nice spin. I just kept going. Oh, that's going to land inside. That's in the button. Good shot again. Will it remain there for the rest of the round? Probably not, but a pretty good shot. Got money on the United States. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, well, I'm pulling for him again. I have no idea what's going on, but we're making it work. This is Martin Jurek. He releases his first stone of end number 5. This one, full speed ahead. This one doesn't really need much scrubbing. Going to scrub anyway. Knocking out the United States button shot, but it does push the one that was already in the circle kind of close. So, I guess it just knocks out a United States stone. That's really all it did. I'm sure they're happy with it. USA. Thank you for the stream today. Again, appreciate you, George. Again, I'm sorry. Just probably this might be a one-time thing with curling. We'll see. I don't know. We shall see. Just not the best in the world. I believe this is Richardson. As he's going to go ahead and release his stone. As they start scrubbing away. Both of them scrubbing. And they are just sweeping those brushes. That's going to land well short. NFL draft news, sweet curling results. 15 quarterbacks have been invited to the NFL Combine, including presumptive number 1 selection Fernando Mendoza. Nice. Yeah, no, again, he's definitely going to be number 1. I wonder what, I'm really kind of disappointed with Trinidad, man. Trinidad, of course, as you guys know, or some of you guys know, the college sports, as here's the release by, I can't remember his name, Czech Republic player. Again, he keeps trying to go back to college. To me, it's a sign of I don't know. It's not something I'd want a quarterback that I'm trying to draft if he's clearly wanting to stay in school. There is the knock as he does knock out the United States stone. So the Czech Republic with 2 stones inside the circles, United States with 1 on the farther outside. Czech Republic, of course, leading at the moment, as they have the stone closer. You're doing great. I don't know about all that, but thank you, George. Can you explain the basic rules of this game? I cannot, because I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not going to lie to you. Violet's going to go ahead and release down the middle. Again, got a counterclockwise spin. As Oldenburg going to go ahead and just scrub away. Looks like he's aiming for the Czech Republic stone. Knocks it out. So a pretty good shot there by the United States. And now the advantage with the United States for the moment. Again, Czech Republic, of course, with the final shot. Trade you agent for Mendoza, so we got a backup in case. Well, man, I don't know. I'm not a Raiders fan. Yeah, I don't know. Bajan's an okay backup. What, third stringer? Solid third stringer there. I don't know. Yeah, I need to look at when the combine is. Maybe I cover a little bit of the combine. That'd be pretty fun. All right, this is Chernovsky. Again, he's the one that's very intense every single time. He looks like he has murdered people as he goes ahead and releases this stone. It's got a counterclockwise spin, cutting inside, aiming towards the United States. Well, no, he hits his own stone, but then it does still hit the United States stone. Looks like this one's going to go ahead and stay inside, or at least touch a little piece of the outer circle. So as you can see, in the place of the United States with 2 inside. They do have the closer stone as of now. Czech Republic, of course, with 2 of their own, both of them on the outer circle. Three stones remaining for each on this end. Again, the United States leading so far 2-1. Looking to hold on. And still plenty of curling left to go as he goes in and releases here. Going to go ahead and have a clockwise spin, cutting inside. This one, I believe, is going to land in the circle. Doesn't get enough. It will. Crossing the outer circle, landing inside the third circle. Pretty good shots. Pretty good shots. That was Violets again. Czech Republic with 3 stones remaining. United States with 2 again. Czech Republic has been pretty good. Again, their captain, Lucas, has been he's been pretty good. He's been pretty good at placing his stones and knocking out the United States. All right, here is the serial killer of the Czech Republic, Chernovsky. He's going to go ahead and release it again. Looks like a friendly guy on the screen, but not on my screen. As there we go, they're scrubbing away full speed ahead, knocking a Czech Republic stone, knocking then a United States stone, pardon me. So pretty aggressive there, knocking some stones all over the place. Como van? 2-1, Estados Unidos 2, Czechia 1. Yeah, just knocking the teams out. Again, the closer the better, from what I gather. The closer the better seems to trump more stones inside the circle. Though if you have more stones inside the circle, then you have the last shot for the next one, I think. I don't know. Based on what I've seen, that's what I'm gathering. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Daniel Casper, again, the captain for the United States. Again, he'll have the last 2 shots, as he'll have for the rest, of course, of this match, and probably for the Olympics, as Casper releases his stone. This one going counterclockwise. A lot of speed on this one. Looks like he's aiming for a stone. This one was not a good one. He does kind of nick a little bit of the Czech Republic stone, but he knocked out his own. So kind of just aim there. So I don't know. We'll see what the captain of the Czech Republic can do. Again, this guy is pretty good. So Lucas again explaining this to his vice captain here, like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wreck the United States. Talking to the serial killer, Chernovsky. So again, he's taking his time. He's just explaining everything to his vice captain. Also, men's hockey, Slovakia knocked off Finland 4-1. Yeah, I saw a little bit. I was actually watching Sinbin's stream earlier. Sinbin was here in the chat earlier. I was watching that. It was pretty shocking. Shocking to see. All right, here is Lucas Klima. Again, this guy, pretty good. He is probably the best one on the ice. As Lucas goes ahead and releasing. This one going clockwise. Pretty much right up the middle, though it is curving a little to the outside. Klima trying to scrub, knocking away the United States. Again, precision. He is just really good. That's what he does. And now the Czech Republic with the advantage. We'll see what Kasper can do. Again, not a good shot, his last one. Again, probably the worst shot so far of them all. Of all the shots so far. He'll look to rebound and try to put the United States ahead. All court hearings are held in person, but also by Zoom. So I've been going around just watching random cases. Wow. That's interesting. U.S. Open men's hockey play against Latvia. Yeah, I know. I can't cover that one. I can cover the Canadian match in the morning, but I can't cover the United States one. I'll be pretty much gone past lunchtime as Kasper releases this one going clockwise. What's he trying to do here? Trying to hit the stone of the Czech Republic. He does! This one going inside! Oh, that's a pretty good shot. Will it land, though? Will it stay? Again, Klima, already eyeing what he can do. All he's got to do is knock out the United States. United States with the current advantage. Man, I think it's leading, though, Czech Republic most likely going to get a point here. This one guy was in jail for triple murder. His lawyer was like, Your Honor, my client is suffering from depression. What do you think that sounds? That's grounds for release. Oh, my gosh. That sounds like... Jeez. That'd probably work in half the country over here, so... Yeah. He's only doing this guy. Okay. I've done, I think every single hockey game I've done has included the United States as Lucas releases his final stone here in the fifth end. Again, it's got to knock out the United States stone. This one's curving in. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, I think this is going to do it. Yeah, that's it. That's a Czech Republic point. And I believe they hold the hammer, so good stuff by the Czech Republic. Tying it up 2-2. You'll have U.S. All right, yeah, folks, if you want to listen to U.S. Latvia, make sure to check out Sinbin. Again, he's a friend of the channel. Definitely have no problem. Again, if you want to promote, that's fine with me, Sinbin. You're a friend of the channel. You are good. I have no problem with that. Oh, wow. So they get more than a point there. So Czech Republic actually leading 4-2. So as they get 3 points. Again, how? No idea. But there you go. They have 3 points. United States, no points there, of course. 4-2, your score. Czech Republic leading. In the other... here, let me actually go ahead and fix that real quick. Congratulations, you're promoted, Sinbin. I know you'll wear that with honor. Sweden 1, Italy 1, Canada 2, Germany 2. And again, Czech Republic leading, of course, in this one 4-2. And Great Britain leading 4-2 over China. So no bueno for the United States. As again, they'll switch ends, and I'll switch my camera down. I guess what I can do, since, it's kind of... people are just tuning in. what I can do, if I can find it, I can go ahead and update the score. There we go. What's what we'll do. Oh, yeah, no. Well, I try to help when I can. Sorry, I've been able to redirect lately. I haven't really been on as much. But again, I'll be picking that up soon. Very soon. Still not sure what I'm doing Friday. But yeah, folks, again, USA, Latvia. Make sure to check out Sinbin for that. Again, tomorrow I'll be able to do Canada and the Czech Republic. Again, we'll be looking at the Czech Republic tomorrow as well. So if you're a Czech Republic fan, I promise you I'm slightly better at covering hockey. Slightly, again. Yeah, still learning that, but yeah, curling might be a one-time thing. We'll see. I don't know if I got nothing else going on. But yeah, I'll be able to do this one, Canada and Czechia, at 9:40 Central, 10:40 Eastern Time. But again, after that, I gotta go. I'll have to go as soon as that one's done. Well, maybe not that, but I won't be here. All right, we are back again, 4-2. Czech Republic leading. I think they're going to flip it. I don't know. I could be wrong. They usually do flip it every single time, but maybe not. I'll keep myself up here. Oh, no, you do what you want. Again, usually that's for the other streamers I trust, or again, OGs or something like that. But yeah, we're back again. Czech Republic leading 4-2. As we were working our way back, but now we're just kind of showing off the Italy countryside with no commentary. So I don't know if the commentators don't know they're back. Better hope their mics are muted if they say anything offhand. As there's a drive to left field. Just kidding. Next round has a starting date. Apparently not. We're just seeing a compilation. This is kind of awkward. We're seeing a compilation with no music, no audio. What is this? What is going on? This is weird. All right, well. Is that halftime? Is that what it is? Is it an extended break? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It flips when it starts, I think. So yeah, USA with the hammer. Oh, USA with the hammer? Really? Right, again, I have no idea what determines the hammer at this point. No idea. Music got... Apparently they can't even play anything over there. That's pretty wild. All right, I'll just leave it up here until I see it flip. All right, this is Luke. Okay. Okay. I'm getting trolled by the Olympic website here. Lucas Klippo with his first release. It's going down the right side, kind of curving in. The counterclockwise spin. And he's going for the jugular right here. That one's pretty good. That lands right there. It just glides a little too much, but again, a pretty good shot. So they're playing aggressive. Again, when you have the lead, I guess you don't play defense anymore. You just keep trying to pound it forward. Here is Oldenburg with his first glide, his first release of end number 6. This one again with a counterclockwise spin. This one being this one looks like they're going to play a little defense here. This might glide into the circle. I don't know. I don't think it will. So right now, again, Czech Republic, of course, in the red. United States with the yellow stones. Maybe it's not called halftime, though. Probably not. Probably just a intermission or break or I have no idea. Klippa with his second release. This one again with a counterclockwise spin. Jurek again scrubbing away. Other guy spectating. Now he'll get involved as they're scrubbing away. This one's going to go ahead and land in the circle, the third outermost circle. They're all pretty happy with that. Czech Republic smiling. United States not smiling. As Oldenburg looks pretty intense. Looking down, releasing it with a counterclockwise spin. And this one's kind of cutting inside. Oldenburg is going to have this one land. It's going to get to the outermost circle. Maybe the third circle. It's barely touching it, but yes. So I'm going to get my blanket. I'm getting cold. I got to put money on your car to renew a subscription to get your stickers back. You were 3 cents short on your cars and got ripped away. That's tough. Stickers. See, I'm not really a fan of stickers. I'm not a sticker guy. I think the world needs less adhesive myself. Anyway, here is the release, the third stone for the Czech Republic, as he is going to leave this one, I believe, short. They're scrubbing, though. They're trying to keep this one going. I think it's going to land short, and it will. Again, probably playing some defense. USA, USA. Appreciate you, Denny, for tuning in. Number one. Yep. Emoji stickers. Oh, I thought, okay. I thought you're talking about actual stickers. Like, yeah, just not really, when I was 5, the stickers were pretty cool. Not so much at 29, but to each their own, right? I do like stickers when they come into the football packs or whatnot. I don't know, can't for some reason grab it. As this one with a lot of speed, knocking out the Czech Republic stone. Of course, that's actually going to knock out the stone that was kind of gatekeeping everything. Czech Republic still with 2 stones inside, as you can see above me. Again, we got a nice little graph there. I was wondering on how that could be done. Glad we had that. Olympic website coming in clutch. Czech Republic again with their 4th stone. This one going to be collided with a clockwise spin this time. Martin Jurek going with the clockwise spin. This one with a lot of speed, though, as he knocks out the United States stones. Both of them. They're out of there. I guess the outermost stone's going to be somewhat in play. I don't know if that's really going to be in play. No one really flirts with the far edges there. Super stickers. No, the emojis. Yeah, the emojis. Which, again, I don't really have many. Those are like 5 official ones. And then, of course, placeholders, because if I don't, if I take them away, then I'll lose a few because I've, the gifted memberships or whatever. So I got to figure out what I can use to replace those 6. So Richardson did release, knocking a few stones around. You like the Panini stickers for the 2022 World Cup? Oh, nice. All right, here is the serial killer Chernovsky. Chernovsky again going to go ahead and release as he looks with the very dead eyes. This one with a lot of speed, looking like he'll play some defense, knocking out the United States stones. So as of now, it's just the Czech Republic with a stone inside the circle. Again, right down the middle in the button. I have no idea what those are. Casper looking on as he is awaiting Violet's first release. As Richardson scrubbing away, Oldenburg kind of just watching. Again, that would be me. As Richardson sees that one is going to be knocking out the Czech Republic stone. Nice shot. Violet taking the place of the Czech Republic stone inside again the button. Or the house. I don't know. Or the tree. No idea. Learning things as we go. All right, this is Chernovsky with his second and final release of the sixth end, as again, Czech Republic scrubbing away. Man, that is pretty impressive, honestly, doing all that as he's able to knock out the United States. Chernovsky, again, taking the place of Violet Stone. All right, Violet going to go ahead with his final release. Then it'll be up to the captains to see what they can do. Again, captain advantage just based on how it's looking. Really does look like the Czech Republic has a really solid player as their captain, as looks like Violet able to knock out the Czech Republic stone. Good stuff for the United States. United States with the only stone inside the circles for the moment. It's called the house. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I've been told a lot of different things, and I don't really know. They're all probably right. I just, like I said, I'm sorry, Daniel. I am a failure when it comes to calling things. I have no idea. But to be honest with you, I kind of felt like this with hockey and, well, at the beginning of hockey. But I don't know. I've never really watched curling before. I had watched hockey before prior to calling hockey, but never really watched curling. Curling. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know we had curling. There's no way. Let me type in curling and see what comes up. That's crazy. It actually does have one. That's wild. Look at that. They have emojis for everything. United States. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Sinbin. All right, again, Czech Republic leading 4-2. I just realized that I'm kind of bleeding over into the scroll. Thank you guys for letting me know. Appreciate it. As here, it's definitely a lot more chill and casual stream here. As there is the release there by the captain, Lucas. Again, Lucas has been pretty good. This one with a lot of speed, knocking out the United States, hitting the Czech Republic stone, which hits the United States stone. All the stones impacted. Lucas, again, doing some damage. 85% accuracy from Lucas Klima. Only 65% for Daniel Casper, the United States leader, a.k.a. the skip. Yep, that is exactly it. Just sweeping away and brushing away and scrubbing away. So we'll see what Casper can do. Again, the United States will have the final shot on, or, during this end. We're getting the curling emojis there. Good stuff. I didn't know that was cool. That's cool. I didn't know that was the thing. All right, we'll see what Daniel Casper can do. The Ghost. The Ghost to the post. I don't know. I got to think of a name for curling. Ghost to the what? What rhymes with ghost and curling? There is the release, and there is the scrubbing. Scrubbing. Again, going counterclockwise on the spin. Looks like this one's going to play a little short. They're scrubbing, trying to will it in. And, man, it's still going. Very good attempt. That one just kept going, pretty much equaling the Czech Republic's shot there. Pretty much the same exact, as far as distance to the button. I want to say the United States one might have a little bit more into it. I don't know. It'll be interesting We'll see what Lucas here does. Again, Lucas, the best player, clearly, on the ice. Casper, Wyoming. Let's go. This guy, the ghost town. Ghost town, Casper. All right, we'll see what Lucas can do. Only 16 minutes left to go for the Czech Republic. Well, I mean, I guess that doesn't really matter. I don't know. How often is it where, they run out of time? Huge time difference, though. 15:50. United States at 19:44. That's interesting. So Czech Republic taking a lot more time to strategize. Again, Lucas, a guy that does take his time trying to set up these shots. All right, this is Lucas's final shot here for the sixth end, the Czech Republic's last shot. As he rears back and glides and releases. This one going to be with a clockwise spin. Lucas yelling away. This one gaining speed, knocking out the United States. And that one, not really a good shot. Casper, all he got to do is knock out the Czech Republic. Lucas really upset with himself. He is not happy. Looking around and like he's just disgraced his country. I would say that has not been the case. Again, Lucas, a big reason why Czech Republic's leading. But again, not a great shot there. Can Daniel Casper, the ghost, take advantage and knock out the Czech Republic? Casper leaning down very intensely and releases. Oldenburg scrubbing away, brushing away, sweeping away, whatever you want to call it. Now really ramping up the speed on the scrub. Looks like it's going to hit it. And that knocks out the Czech Republic. And the United States getting some points as they tie it up 4-4 at the end of N6. I have to hustle to make those shots in the later ends. Gotcha. Are you really having fun if you are not yelling at the That's true. That's true. Again, yelling a very big deal. All right, so let me go and change the score there again. Tied up. I guess I can also put N4 or N7. Does that work? Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's actually put some spacing there. There we go. First time I've ever used the scroll for points. Czech Republic will have the hammer, though. They'll have the last shot. Again, not sure how that works and why. So let me go ahead and switch my end here, as it'll switch ends eventually. 2 for the United States. Yes, sir. Let's go. We got it. We're back in it. And again, the other scores from across the across the arena. Italy leading 4-1 over Sweden. Canada leading 4-2 over Germany. Again, a high-scoring game here, 4-4. Czech Republic and the United States, and then Great Britain, kind of, pulling away from China 5-2 in that one. Again, I'm not too sure what ends they would be in, but I guess you can look it up yourselves. I ain't going to look it up for you. I'm going to be a jerk today for some reason. Anyway, United States releasing their first stone. This one not needing any scrubbing. Looks like they're perfectly content with just placing it just shy of the circle. Oldenburg with a huge smile. He's like, hey, man, I didn't need any help. That was all me. That wasn't y'all. That was me. Here is the first release for the Czech Republic. As there is the spin, a counterclockwise spin. That seems to be the spin of choice. I guess that's most natural if you're a righty. Makes sense, right? As there's the release again. Approaching the United States stone. Don't think it's going to hit it. It's not. It's going to actually go ahead and go in the circle. That's closing in on the button or the house or whatever it is. And it is right down the middle. And Czech Republic leading for the moment. But of course, again, will it stay there the entire match? I doubt it. There's the release there by Oldenburg. Again, the United States moving pretty quickly. They don't really allow much time in between their shots, saving that time for the end. Might come back to bite the Czech Republic, as again they've used a lot of time. Again, violently scrubbing away. Same with Richardson. This one's approaching and is going to go ahead and enter the circle there on the outer circle. So they do have a stone inside. You need USA -2.5 and Canada -2.5. Oh, man. What is that? I have no idea what that one is, Mysterious. Not going to lie. If you score, you lose the hammer. If you score without the hammer, it's considered stealing. Oh, interesting. You're on my lunch break, and Doc is announcing curling lost the football season. Hidden dog card. I know. This may be a one-time thing. I have no idea. Again, tomorrow I'll be able to do the early hockey game. I won't be able to do a hockey game later. The United States again. Sinbin here will have it on his channel, the United States and Latvia, as Czech Republic Stone knocking out the United States Stone. And the Czech Republic looking pretty good. Lucas Klippa could be, pretty happy with his shots there, smiling and high-fiving. But again, appreciate you again for tuning in. But yeah, no, definitely not football for sure. You're just pushing random emojis. Hey, there we go. That'll work. Chat engagement, chat is, that'll work. That helps out the channel. To an extent. To an extent, as there is the release there by Richardson. Richardson releasing it with a counterclockwise spin, kind of curling inside. Curling, whatever. Again, Violet still scrubbing away. Oldberg kind of just spectating. This one going to, I don't know if that's really a good shot or not. Both of those stones pretty close to each other. This guy. Again, 4-4 your score here in curling. And end number 7. Again, 10 ends. For curling. Czech Republic captain there, the skip. He's kind of just guiding his team. Very much involved with every shot. I mean, he is definitely a leader. Definitely a leader on the ice. Here is the release there by the Czech Republic. It's got a counterclockwise spin. And that does cross the line there, curving inside. And I believe that's going to go ahead and enter the circle. Going to be inside the third circle. Good shot. Kind of protecting the button shot. But, of course, again, you can always get both of them to hit each other. It seems the house is the entire target and the button is the center. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, you think I'd looked this stuff up before? Nope, just kidding. Did not. Not even going to lie. Have you ever played curling? No, but it kind of looks fun. It honestly looks fun. I think, I don't know. I'm decent at, I don't know. I have good hand-eye coordination, or at least used to, as this one's coming up with a lot of speed. Going to knock out 2 of the stones. Knocks 2 of the 3. Again, the Czech Republic button shot is indeed still in play, but he does knock out 2 stones, so pretty good shot regardless there by Richardson. I think this one is a flower-button flag. Yeah, I have no idea. And the flags, I have no idea. I was a bowler when I was younger. I always thought curling looked fun, but I forget all the rules by the time I see it again. Yeah, no, it looks neat. So I think I would kind of enjoy it. Again, I bowl. I'm okay. I mean, all right at bowling. And he releases it here. Again, going pretty slowly, but they are scrubbing away to give it some more juice. As I have no idea. That's going to land inside the circle. Still going to land in the third outer circle. So a good start there, a good shot there by Martin Jurek. Czech Republic pretty happy again, pretty just a happy group despite the yelling, despite the serial killer Of course, again, looking pretty intense all the time, Chernovsky. And then, of course, the captain, he is definitely a yeller. But he is definitely solid. Casper going ahead and letting his guys know. We only have a candlestick bowling here. Oh, wow. All right, here is Violet violently jerking to the ground and then releasing it. And this one with a lot of speed, so not really much scrubbing needed, but he's going to scrub anyway. Hitting his own piece. And he kind of misreleased it there. Not really a great shot. So now, of course, here is the serial killer Chernovsky again. He's had some pretty solid shots. Again, the Czech Republic with the hammer, so they'll have the final release. So the advantage again with the Czech Republic. 13:40 left to go for them as far as how much time they have left to release. Again, will that come back to bite them later down the road? I don't know. United States was 17, so the time clearly with them. Again, 4-4 is your score here in end number 7. Chernovsky gliding and releasing. Counterclockwise spin, working its way inside. As now they start scrubbing. Scrub, scrub, scrub. And I don't know. It's going to get there into the circle. Unsure if he's trying to target anything. Looks like the captain wants it right there. And it's right there. It's exactly where he was, whacking his broom or stick or whatever. Good shot there by Chernovsky. Casper again trying to get Violet to knock some of these stones around. Again, this one with a lot of speed, curling inside clockwise. Hits the United States bone. Oh, that's a great shot! Knocking out the Czech Republic's 2 closest stones. Now the United States with the advantage, but again, the Czech Republic with the hammer. And, of course, their best player, Lucas, closing it out. I'm assuming that's what Violet wanted to do on the previous shot. Again, not really a good shot on the previous shot, but again, making it up with a great shot there. Here is, again, Chernovsky, the serial killer, as he's just eyeing it down. Again, staring with those very cold, lifeless eyes, gliding it down for the Czech Republic. As they start scrubbing, jerking, clip, just scrubbing, knocking out the United States stone. Pretty good shot, though it does glide out. Thought it may have hung in there, but not quite. U.S. better do something, or are we losing by like 6 points this round? Oh, boy. Yeah, again, I don't know how the point system works, I'm not going to lie. How would you say his name? Luke. Luck or Luke? I think it's Luke. It's got to be Luke. So seeing looks like Daniel Casper, again, the captain of the United States. He's taking a little bit more time than usual. Again, more of United States, more of a team that just kind of goes up there and they kind of, they don't really talk about it much, but taking a little bit more time here. Again, we're approaching the end of this match here. Still plenty of ends left, but definitely over halfway through. Casper trying to play the hero. Again, he is the leader. As Casper leans back and releases. Gives it a nice little clockwise spin. Then he starts scrubbing. Scrubbing away. Looks like he's going to go ahead and hit the outermost stone and work its way in. And not a bad shot. United States with the closest stone as of now. Rewatching the USA-Sweden finals match. A great match. I watched the very end. I was getting on to cover the USA-Canada women's match. And I got to catch the end of that. And, yeah, it was unfortunate. You know, the United States close, very close. Good effort there by the U.S. But, yeah, Sweden winning that one. But, yeah, no, I got to catch the end of that. Are there trick shots in curling like bowling or pool? I'm sure there is. 360 no-scope. That would be pretty cool. The guy gliding down but spins around and then releases. I mean, probably would not even come close to the circle, but would be pretty neat to see. I mean, you'd have to just hand him the gold if someone were to do that. All right, here is, again, the Czech Republic captain. Again, this guy, pretty good. Pretty darn good. He has come through for the Czech Republic more often than not. As there is the release. Again, a counterclockwise spin down the right side. Again, curling in. Looks like he's aiming for that United States stone on the bottom. Will it get there? Curling in. Oh, I think it's going to miss. It's going to miss it. Oh, wow. That's a dud. Lucas, shocking again. You know, his last few shots, going back to the sixth end, not the best. So, interesting. The United States with an opportunity to place themselves in a very advantageous position. What can they do now? They're going to take their time here again. The United States with a lot more time than Czech Republic. Czech Republic with only 11:40 left to go to decide or release their shots. United States with just under 16. So again, they've been doing a pretty good job as far as being efficient. Like I say, he's pretty good at success rate of 0. I don't know. I don't buy that. He's pretty good. He's been, like, legit. Lucas, I don't buy that shot success. I have no idea what that's talking about. I can tell you that he has done damage to the United States early. Closest stone to the center gets a point. You get more points if your second stone is closer than your opponent's, but if the opponent is closer, it's only 1 point. Gotcha. Closest stone to center, that team gets 1 point. If the team has the second closest, they get 2 points. The other team has the second closest, only 1 point. Okay. Yeah, I think I got it. Thank you guys again. Really relying on the chat today. Again, first ever time watching and covering curling. Just wanted to give it a shot, And we'll probably be back to hockey after this, but it was pretty fun. You never know. You never know. Maybe again, if I can't cover something, I'll cover curling. But definitely wanted to see how it would go, and it's pretty neat. I'm just very foreign to the rules of curling. Again, Casper taking a good bit of time here to kind of plan it out. The serial killer over there, Trivnovsky, talking with Lucas as Casper gets ready, leans back, gliding forward, and releases. Releases with a counterclockwise spin. It's aiming right down the middle. As of now, kind of curving more to the left side, or I guess the graphics right. Looks like he's going to hit the Czech Republic stone, and that one's clear out of there. All right, so the United States with 2 stones inside. We'll see. We'll see what the Czech Republic can do. Again, if they hit the United States stone on the far side here, you'd imagine that stone's going to stay, but then the bottom one would probably be closer. Lucas has his work cut out for him here. Again, the final shots of the 7th end. Lucas leading back, gliding forward. There is the release. A counterclockwise spin here for Lucas Klima. It's starting out way on the outside. He's going to just try to curve it in. I think this is pretty good. That's just going to keep. That's a point. It's a point for the Czech Republic. So 5-4 is your score. Give me a sec here as I'll adjust it. So there you go. In the other scores, in the other curling matches, Italy leading 4-3 over Sweden. Canada and Germany tied up at 4 apiece. Of course, again, the Czech Republic leading 5-4 in this one. And then Great Britain leading 5-3 over China. Can't remember how many timeouts you get. Maybe only one. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Would not know. So I'm going to go ahead and move my camera down here because it's going to flip. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, just giving this a shot. We'll see how it goes. Not going to ask anyone to subscribe, honestly. Yeah, we're going to pass on that. But again, if you do it, that's awesome. If not, I totally get it. I totally understand. Because like I said, no idea what I'm saying. But again, appreciate you guys for educating. And I mean, you know, if you're trying to tell me about football or baseball, okay, I'm going to probably have some words for you. But again, other stuff, no idea. Yeah, go ahead. Let me know how the game is played. As the Czech Republic with the first stone, this is Lucas Klippa. Go ahead and glide it down. This one, I believe, I mean, they're scrubbing and brushing. I don't think it's going to make it. Again, looks like they're just going to play some defense. Again, the Czech Republic with a 5-4 lead. This put in the middle. Yep. China currently beefing with the UK. Really? High stakes match. Oh, okay. Okay. Just, okay. Thought you were like saying like the players are talking smack to each other. I'm like, man, I wish I was covering that one. All right. Here is Oldenburg with his first release here for end number 8. Not really much scrubbing here by either team. Richardson going to go ahead and, or either, American. Richardson scrubbing now at the very end, trying to get a little bit closer, but again, looks like they're content with just leaving it out or pretty short. All right, very quickly, the Czech Republic back and ready for some action here. Lucas Klippa again, his final roll for end 8. Starting down the right side, or I guess it would be the right side on your screen. As they scrub away. This one, I believe, going to land in the circle. Landing in the 3rd outermost circle. So Czech Republic, for the moment, with the early advantage, yeah, politically. I think everybody's beefing with everybody in the world now. Ready to skip for the local curling team. Yeah, I know, right? I don't think anyone around here, again, in nowhere, Texas, knows what curling is. So I'd probably be a leader. Not saying we'd win anything, but I'd probably make the team. There is, again, the second release by Oldenburg. This one, going to go ahead and go in the circle. Going to be on the right side of the circle, on the outermost circle. So, again, the United States getting themselves inside. Holmberg is wearing a headband. That is interesting. All right, Czech Republic here again. 10:40 left to go for them. Again, I imagine they will have plenty of time, and they do take a lot of time. There is the glide, and here is the release for Martin Jurek. Jurek down the right side with a counterclockwise spin. Chernovsky is scrubbing away. Klippa there kind of spectating. Chernovsky. Scrubbing. Gonna let it go. This one may be in the button. Gonna just glide outside the button. Pretty good shot, though, in that second circle. NBA suspensions were too light. Which ones? I didn't even know there was suspensions for anything like that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rob. I'm just not an NBA guy. But what happened? What happened, Rob? Maybe you can break that for me. I know Jaguars are going to be calling the Sixers Knicks later. Yeah, I might tune in for a little bit, but just not really an NBA guy. Here's the release by the United States. This is Richardson. This one full speed ahead. A lot of steam, hitting one stone, knocking out a stone. So getting rid of the stone that was playing defense, then knocking out one of the stones in the circle. Of course, the Czech Republic's closest stone is indeed in play, but a pretty good shot there by the United States. From the brawl, there's a brawl. I'm kind of curious here. Here is Jurek's second release there, the fourth shot for the Czech Republic. Or Czechia, this one with a lot of speed. This one going to knock in the United States. Gets the United States a little bit closer. So again, it does knock out one of the United States stones, but does get a stone inside. Of course, the Czech Republic has one closer. Let me go ahead and look at the NBA brawl. Pistons, Hornets. It's not the Malice at the Palace. I'll have to look at that at the end of the stream or something. All right, here's Richardson with his final release. Again, the fourth stone for the United States. Again, the United States with the hammer, so they'll have the last shots for end number 8. This one gliding inside counterclockwise. Oldenburg starting to scrub. He's scrubbing. Now it's kind of going towards the outside. Looks like they are content with having it just inside the circle. Anywhere's fine. And there you go. Inside, just touching the third circle. Do you run a 2-monitor setup? I have. So I have my TV, but it's not really a TV. Then I have my laptop. Then I have this very little thing for the chat in OBS. It is like, well, I guess so. I have a 2-monitor, but yeah, it's literally only for OBS. I should probably, I don't need to figure out how to take advantage of space and figure it out more. I'm just not a tech guy. As the serial killer releases his first stone. This one knocking out more of a Czech Republic stone. I don't know if that's really a good shot. I don't think it is, but I don't know. Again, knocked out more of his own stone. Como van? Yeah. Czech Republic, cinco estados unidos cuatro. You're more NHL than NBA. Yeah, for me, honestly, again, I'm more hockey than NBA, and I'm just now getting into the NHL. I can't really do the NBA anymore. It's just boring to me. I do like college basketball. College basketball's great. Just NBA is just terrible. All right, here is the release there by the United States. This is a clockwise spin. That's kind of rare. This one's curving inside. Gonna just narrowly miss its own stone. Gonna knock out the Czech Republic stone, I believe. There it is. Pretty good shots by Luke Violet. Didn't knock out the Czech Republic stone completely, but it definitely has the United States in a pretty good position. Again, 3 stones closer than the Czech Republic's. See what the serial killer here, Trivnovsky, can do. Again, very intense guy with the dead eyes. As he releases, this one is a clockwise spin down the left side, curving in though. As Klippa there kind of brushing away, scrubbing away. Jurek kind of just looking. Now he's starting to scrub. It's amazing how these guys do not fall with the way they move their feet and when they're scrubbing. This one's looking pretty good. This one might be a button shot. No, it's just going to curve outside. But that's pretty good. Placing it in between. In between those two. I believe the United States still has one closer, but that might pose some problems for the United States. Casper having some words with Violet again, the guy that'll be releasing it. Man, that's tough. That was a good shot there by the serial killer. With a killer of a shot. Still discussing it. Daniel now letting go of Violet as he'll go ahead and talk to Oldenburg or Richardson, letting him know what he wants to do. Casper again just kind of like, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to hit it here. All right, Violet's going to go ahead and release his stone. Oldenburg scrubbing away. And this one coming in with a lot of speed, knocking out a Czech Republic stone. So that was their play. Just get rid of that stone out in front. You want conspiracies? I believe Michael Jordan's 93 retirement was to cover up getting him over his gambling addiction because it was hurting the NBA brand. I heard of that. I kind of believe that as well. No, trust me, I'm a conspiracy guy myself. Which all the conspiracies end up being true anyway. Just gotta wait 10 years. Or 20 or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely believe that one. I also believe the Patrick Ewing one with the frozen envelope for the NBA draft. Yeah. How much longer? I don't know. Probably, I would say 30 minutes. Maybe 35, 40. Not too sure. Again, it's my first time ever watching a curling match. This is the most curling I've watched. You can combine the previous 29 years of my life and how much curling I've seen. This has smashed that by so much. But kind of fun, though, I'll admit. It's definitely, it's pretty neat. I just don't really know much. But again, you guys have done again, I thank you guys so much for helping me out with the just learning how it's scored and all that. All right, here's Lucas Klima. Again, he has 9 takeouts. This guy takes out the United States. We'll see what he can do here as he starts this one down the right side. Counterclockwise spin, kind of curving in. And they are scrubbing away with a lot of speed. And this one, pretty good shot, knocking out one of the United States stones. United States, of course, with the closest stone as of now. But again, we'll see what the United States can do here. This is going to be a very interesting shot here for Casper. Really, again, the final shot is going to be the decider. You'd say 10 minutes around. That's not too bad. I would agree with that. I still think probably about 30. But yeah, you're probably right. 20, 25. Again, a lot more time here with the United States. Again, they have a lot of time. They've been saving their time throughout the match. So they've been taking more time between the shots. All right, here's Casper. Casper going to be eyeing the middle. It's like he's trying to hit one of the Czech Republic's stones. Casper with a clockwise spin, starting from inside to out. Spinning outside. They start scrubbing. What is going to happen here? Oh. So now the Czech Republic with the closer. But I guess they're okay with it. Casper kind of smiling. United States liking where they're at. Despite, again, knocking out or moving away one of their own stones. Go ahead and... Don't know why I was more up than I needed to be. Lucas here again for the Czech Republic, discussing some things here with his team. Lets him know what he wants to do, getting some more ideas. And Czech Republic leading 5-4. Give you some more updates on the other scores in a moment. In about a minute or so, because, of course, this one is ending nearly, very shortly. Let's see where he wants this. Might be playing defense here. Might have to accept that the USA might get a point. All right, here is Lucas Klima, the captain again, trying to save face for the Czech Republic as he starts scrubbing away, kind of curving to the outside, and knocks away the United States. So we'll see. Now the USA, if they're able to knock out, from what I understand, based on what I've learned from the chat, if they're able to knock out that Czech Republic shot, they could potentially get 2 points here. Possibly 3. So we'll see what Casper can do. Can he make this happen? Casper knows what he has to do. Not much discussion here. Here's the glide, and there is the spin. The United States already liking it. They're saying yes, yes, yes. Oldenburg scrubbing away again with his headband in the way. Knocks it out, and there it is. That's going to be 3 points for the United States. That was a pretty good shot. All he had to do again was knock out that Czech Republic stone, and that was easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. United States leading 5-7 as we're heading to end number 9. So 2 more ends to go. Also, like going down the Mandela effect tunnel, like, know for a fact there's a cornucopia on the fruit of the loom. Like, what do you mean it's not there? Oh, no, trust me, I know. I know. We could look at that another time for sure. That'd be pretty fun just to have a stream, or, at the end of a sports stream or whatnot, just look at and talk about random stuff. And appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, apologies. Apologies on the lack of knowledge of curling, but just wanted to kind of learn how to do this. But yeah, no, it's pretty fun. I really enjoy this. Hold on, just kind of listening in here. But yeah, Czech Republic will have the hammer here, so they'll have the last say so on this round. As here is Oldenburg again with his bandana. Kind of rolling this one again. This one may keep going. I don't know. This might go in the circle. Just on the outside of the circle, it looks like. Casper there pretty happy with it. Oldenburg again. There we go. Let's go move that over there. Man, that was interesting. They're highlighting again the last one, the last end. Again, that could be the difference. Again, the United States getting 3 points on that last end. Pretty good stuff, as there is this. They already pretty much just ended already, so that was kind of lame. They showed a replay, but there you go. You can see it on your screen there, just gliding it just shy of the circle. Again, looking like to play some defense, as here's Oldenburg's second shot. Jason Knapp, Kevin Martin, Kira Dixon, the commentators for this game. Violet and Richardson going ahead and scrubbing away. Don't know if he's going to, again, try to leave this one short. Looks like he may. Looks like they're going to go ahead and get it in the circle. They're okay with that one. USA puts up a 3 in the 8th end. If they can get 1 here in the N9, they put a lot of pressure. Yeah, I'm thinking so as well. Again, the 2 points is a huge lead. I didn't go over the scores. I apologize. I just realized that. I'll go ahead and do that after this one. As, again, gliding down, scrubbing away. Looks like, again, might be playing it a little short to play some defense. And it looks like they will. In the other games right now, Italy leading 5-3 over Sweden. Canada and Germany 4-4. Great Britain just blowing out China right now 8-3. And, of course, again, the United States leading over the Czech Republic 7-5. All right, here is Richardson with his first shot of end number 9. There is the release, again, with a counterclockwise spin. Working its way down the right side. And they're not really scrubbing at all. They're okay with what they're okay with this. This is just going all the way in. They didn't even need to touch it. Wow, yeah, that just went all the way through. That's a wasted stone. Interesting. Still confused if the scrubbing makes it slow down or go faster. I guess it's faster, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, here is the release here for Czech Republic. Or Czechia, whatever. Call them whatever they want, I guess. There's the sun. It's coming in with a good amount of speed here. I think it's going to knock out one of the United States stones. And, yep. It does. Of course, the United States still with the stone that's closer. But, yes, Czech Republic with the stone inside. Great Britain can end their match early, potentially. Oh, wow. That's pretty embarrassing. So China just not built difference when it comes to curling. Casper again guiding his players, letting them know what to do. Looks like they're going to try to knock out some of these stones for the Czech Republic. One of the, probably the far left stone there on your screen. Looks like that's where they're aiming. As Richardson looking around and gliding and releasing. This one with a lot of speed as he does hit the stone. And this one bouncing out. Looks like if it hits a ramp, I guess it's out of play. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Thought I could bounce back in. But apparently not. 6:15 left to go. Looks like, again, these teams will have plenty of time there in the final, and they're kind of moving quickly here. There's the release here by Martin Jurek. Martin Jurek. They're scrubbing away. I don't know if it's going to get there. I think, again, might be playing some defense. No, it's going to get in. It's going to get in. Get in on the outermost half of the circle. There on the right side. Czech Republic. Want to say it's closer. Maybe the United States is closer. I'm not too sure. It's pretty close, but again, plenty of stones left. Have USA blown this? No. Good to see you, Steven. It's been a while. Good to see you, man. It's going all according to plan. Oh, yeah, it's all come together, like Kronk has said before. There is the release again. This one probably going to hit the Czech Republic stone. It does. Again, not sure if the United States or Czech Republic's closer. Looks like the USA is closer by like just a smidge. You think Czech will get 3 or 4 here? I don't think so. I don't know. Still plenty of stones left. Again, the Czech Republic with 4 stones. USA with 3. All right, here's the serial killer Chernovsky. And Chernovsky is such a killer with the eyes, man. He is just, again, just dead eyes. I mean, it's like he wants to kill somebody. There's release. And this one gliding to the left side. This one, I believe, is not going to tap the USA stone. This one will be, I believe, the closest stone, though. Going to be touching that 3rd circle. It's like Casper there, eyeing to try to hit that far left circle for the United States. Looks like that's where he wants it. Up top. Yeah, USA, I think they're in a good spot. This one coming in with a lot of speed. Going to probably hit the United States. It does. Oh, that one actually touches the Czech Republic stone, but actually pushes it inward. So kind of helps out the Czech Republic. So again, the Czech Republic right now with a point if things were to end the way they were. Again, a three-pointer on the end of 8, or the end 8 for the United States was kind of a killer for the Czech Republic. Three stones left for the Czech Republic, 2 for the United States in this end. Here is Trivnovsky again. Don't know where he's going to be trying to aim this here. Looks like he's trying to play it to the left side of the circle on your screen. Though it is curving inward with a counterclockwise spin. Hits 2 of the United States stones. That's a pretty good shot. So now the United States with no stones in the circle. Again, 2 shots remaining for each. So we'll see what they decide to do here. So it looks like the USA discussing to try to take out the stone on the top left of the circle and potentially hit that stone on the middle side of the left side. Interesting. I don't know. That'd be pretty tough. They're going to try it. I guess might as well. If they're going to take the lead this end with the Czechs, you think so? Possibly. We'll see. Again, 2 stones remaining for each. I don't know. That's going to be a lot of stones. A lot of points there. There is the release there for Casper. Casper the Ghost. Releasing it again. Curving inside. Trying to get the inside leverage of that stone. Oh, that could be pretty good. And it's out of there. So good stuff there by the United States. Again, Czech Republic with the stone, of course, inside. But Casper with a great shot to knock out 2 of the Czech Republic stones. Smack the left. Yep. You know it. That was the play. And again, Daniel Casper laughing there with Violet. Now the Czech Republic team kind of eyeing to see what they can do. Trying to get themselves again within striking distance. Again, unlikely that they take the lead here. They'll be happy with a point. What the heck kind of flag is that? Can't even see. I genuinely have no idea. What is that? I have no idea. All right, here is the captain of the Czech Republic. Again, he's been pretty good on defense. Offense, though, not necessarily the best, to be honest with you. Again, he had a good early match, but now lately has been kind of struggling. There was the release there with a counterclockwise spin. This one just slow as can be. They're scrubbing. They are scrubbing. Trying to hit. I don't know what he's trying to do here. So he did touch. He moved his other stone barely. I don't know. I think the United States actually has a chance here. I mean, I think the Czech Republic, if you hit that, if you hit that red one on the far right circle at a right angle here, at the good angle, at a nice angle, you could possibly knock out that stone in the inner circle there. Interesting. Italy 1, Sweden nothing. Gotcha. Nice. United Nations. Oh. Okay. You got a pirate one. Okay, there we go. Just like shuffleboard except on ice. Yeah, no, it's... I mean, I need to play this one day. That is my life goal now, to play curling or shuffleboard. Never played shuffleboard. This is pretty neat. All right, Casper the Ghost releasing here for his final shot on the 9th end. Aiming again. I think he's aiming for that far right stone. Don't think he got it, but he does place the United States with a pretty advantageous spot. So again, all the Czech Republic has to do is knock out the United States stone and potentially, again, get 2 points. Argentina, this guy. Also got flags from nations that don't exist somehow. That is interesting. All right, here's Lucas, the captain for the Czech Republic. Again, an opportunity here for the Czech Republic to tie it up. And there is the turn. That one again going counterclockwise. Going to try to knock out Casper's stone. Looks like he does. That's going to be 2 for the Czech Republic. As we're heading to the final end, 7-7. Your score. The United States, I believe, will have the hammer, the last shot on the last one. So that is ideal. Again, in the other games, Italy and Sweden 5-5 in that curling session 1. Germany, Canada 4-4. And then Great Britain all over China 8-4. Hard. Never understood curling. Me neither. Learning today. Learning on the fly. Learning on the job. Again, thank you guys for your help. Appreciate you guys. Again, tomorrow we'll be covering a hockey match. We'll be doing hockey once again. We'll be doing Canada versus the Czech Republic. That will be more of the radio style voice that you're used to. This one, again, more of just a kind of simple play-by-play. Because I don't really know what the heck I'm saying. Don't want to mislead anybody with all that. Let's see here. England bunny yell. What's going on? My audio's gone. I have no idea. I'm good on my end. There is the release here for the Czech Republic. Looks like they're going to again play some defense and try to place some stones on the outside of the circle. Where he will. Again, way shy. Go ahead and just place that there. Yeah, not a big deal. Gonna let that go there. There is a release here by the bandana man. Say releases it there on the far side with a counterclockwise spin. And this one going to be a little bit more advantageous. That one's going to go in the circle. Outer circle, third outer circle, second circle. Pretty good shots. Again, will it remain there? Probably not. But again, a good shot. You overloaded the platform with your awesome flags. I guess so. I know I recognize the Wales flag. I had no idea. I guess it's Antarctica. The second one, no idea. Fourth one's probably something in, the Oceania region of the world, if I had to guess. All right, there is the second and final release for the game here for Lucas. Lucas Klippa, he is done. As they're scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing away. Are we in end 10? Yes, we are in the final end. As this one, I believe, is going to gently touch Oldenburg's. That one moving him a little bit closer again. Just not really a big deal for now. Plenty of stuff here. Oldenburg here with his second and final shot of the game. Looking to see what he can do here. Might try to knock out or just play some defense. This one going counterclockwise with the spin. And curling inside. Will it make it? It is going to touch. So there you go. Might see a little bit more aggression there. It's kind of surrounding the Czech Republic stone. Looking like an Oreo there. USA going to win? I hope so. Hope so. Again, the USA with the final shot. So the advantage is with, indeed, the United States. Again, Czech Republic taking their time. 2.5 minutes to decide or in between their shots. USA was 6:33. So again, a clear, like, hey, the Czech Republic has to keep it going on their shots. There's the release there. It's going to be a clockwise rotation, curling inside, left to right. Looks like it's just going to touch his stone. I don't know if that was the goal. Doesn't look like he's happy with it, so that was not the play. So that was indeed a miss. Jurek not happy. Czech Republic might be feeling the pressure. Is this a medal game? No, it's actually the first round. This is round robin play for the men's curling. So yeah, no, plenty more curling coming your way in the next few days. All right, this is Richardson. Richardson here for the United States. His first roll of the 10th, and this one coming in with a lot of steam. That one just knocking free some of the Czech Republic stones. Really good shots. Getting rid of those Czech Republic stones. The United States looking good. Why won't Oreo just let us buy the delicious cream separately? They make $1 million on that alone. I don't want mega double stuffed or pumpkin spice Oreos. Give me a tray of solid cream. I honestly somewhat agree with you. I think the cream kind of, as I got older, not really a big of a fan of it. But yeah, I don't want double stuffed as well. Anyway, here as they are releasing Czech Republic, Jurek's second shot is going to be landing just shy of the circle as they're trying to set themselves up for a little bit later. Are you worried they'll blow it here? Not really. I think the United States are in control, as this is Richardson's final glide, final release here on end number 10. This one, again, with a full head of steam. That one's going to knock out the Czech Republic. United States looking pretty good. All they need to do is win by one. The winner of this end is the winner of the match. USA should be able to hold on. Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. Momentum is with them. Yeah, they have the shots. Czech Republic has missed, again, they missed a shot earlier, just, wasted stone. There's the release here by, again, the serial killer Chernovsky. Starting down on the right side, trying to curve in. Counterclockwise rotation, not really touching much of the scrub. They're going to start scrubbing a little bit. Again, placing it just shy. Looks like, again, if I had to guess, the United States is going to try to knock that one out. Czech can pull up a blocker. They could. Yeah, they could. I mean, it's anything could happen. Anything could happen. Here is the release there by Violet. Look, Violet. Again, all he wants to do is just try to knock out that stone, and he does. So there you go. Yeah, the Czech Republic struggling to really find anything. Or are they not showing this live? They are showing it. It's on Peacock. I don't know what you want there, buddy. That's just the way the world works. There are no illegal streaming on YouTube unless it's college games. Then college sports, you get lucky. Until it's college football playoff. Then you get wrecked. There is the release here by the Czech Republic. Again, looks like they're going to try to play it short. And they will. Just keep knocking it out. That's all they're doing. That's all they can do. That's all they will do. Because, again, Czech Republic not really pressing the issue. And I imagine, again, they're going to try the same thing. Going to try to knock it out. There is the release by Violet. And, again, scrubbing away. This one coming in with a lot of speed. That one's going to knock almost hit his own stone. Very scary. Violet is happy, but he's a little worried. Again, just Almost a disaster by the United States, but able to keep it together. And again, the United States with the advantage as the final two stones are to be placed again by the captains. Czech Republic calling a timeout. They're going to call their coach over. It's serious. They're calling a timeout with 2 stones to roll for each one. Italy, by the way, leading 7-5 over Sweden. Let's see here. Canada leading 6-4. But Canada's come back. Canada was down earlier to Germany. Canada is leading. And then, of course, Great Britain has already defeated China 9-4, blowing out China. Czech Republic now speaking English. So is their coach from that's interesting. I guess their coach speaks English. That's interesting. So the Czech Republic coach speaking English sounds like an American. It doesn't sound English. Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's from England. All right, interesting. Czech Republic coach is an American. 1:45 left to go for Czech Republic. Again, plenty of time. They can average about, just about 50 seconds per shot. That was a good stone, yep. So we'll see what the Czech Republic can do. Can they steal one away from the Americans? The Americans with the advantage. The Americans with the advantage. Can they make it happen? Money is money, yep. Well, personally, again, I don't know if Titan hates me now. It probably does. It's fine. I hate it. I hate the fact that it's all over the place myself. But again, I don't like that you're trying to find it for free. I don't like that either. I don't like trying to find stuff illegally. There is the release here from the Czech captain. Lucas says he is going to glide it, and looks like he's going to hit all the stones. And yeah, pretty good stuff there. United States still closer, but it does kind of break stuff free. So this will be interesting. We'll see what Casper the Ghost here again goes to the post. Hopefully he can make something happen. Just annoying how 1 year it's this, the next is that. I don't. Again, you're preaching to the choir, man. I hate ESPN. I hate all this stuff. I hate how ESPN is, just again with all that Disney, with the YouTube TV and all that crap. That was garbage. That was really garbage. It actually forced me again to change providers. I don't like how the playoffs again are on Peacock or NFL. I don't know, it's just weird. Netflix. Why is the NFL on Netflix? Why? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Really, it's stupid. I trust me. You're just preaching to the crowd. It's just, yeah. I get it, but yeah, I don't know. We all lose. At the end, the billionaires win. You don't hate anyone? All right, well, appreciate it, man. I try. Yeah, no, again, curling, I don't know Jack, but we're trying to make it happen. Casper the Ghost with the most glass nost in the post, this guy. United States, by the way, calling a timeout. They still have plenty of time left. 4:26 left to go, I guess, for them to curl. But again, they are just going to use their timeout. They got one. Again, this will be interesting. It honestly is kind of somewhat of a difficult play here. Siete y siete. El Estados Unidos, tiempo afuera. I don't know. Estados Unidos, dos, 2 stones. 2 stones? What is 2 stones? 2 stones. What's rock? I can't think of rock. I don't know. I'm sorry. Mysterious, yeah. Yeah. Just to see him on edge. Yeah, no, it's kind of a tough spot. It was a really good shot there by the Czech Republic. Going to be very interesting. I don't know. Again, I mean, they're so close together, and the screen kind of does a good job of explaining how close it is, but it feels like a little closer there in reality. USA Mejores, yeah. For now, they have the advantage, yeah. Whether they can hold it, I don't know. So Casper again just talking with Violet, the ghost. Chatting it up with the color purple. All right, Casper gliding and releasing. Again, his second to last shot. Again, he'll get one more. See what he can do here, Casper. They're not showing it. They just showed his face the entire time. I don't know what just happened, but I'll tell you what, it was a pretty good shot. Knocking out. I wish I would have seen what happened. They just kept showing Casper's face the entire time. I guess that was more important than the actual glide. But yeah, so he hits he hits his nearmost stone, which of course knocks out the Czech Republic stone and knocked back, I believe, the Czech Republic on their near stone. So again, we'll see what happened. The sport is cool. Seems like they made a comeback. Yeah, no, it was kind of back and forth in the United States with a really solid eighth end. And yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I don't know jack about in Titan. I know nothing. All right, this is the Czech Republic's final stone. There is the glide, and here is the release. As there it is, going counterclockwise. Starting way outside. He's going to try to curve it in. He's going for the jugular, trying to slow it down. As they scrub away. He's going for the button. He's going for the middle. A strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And for now, they are in the lead. He did what he had to do. It's right there. So, again, tough spot here for the United States. Again, they got to make something happen. He did what he had to do. Lucas Klima, the captain of the Czech Republic, possibly the hero. But can Casper make it happen? Can the ghost his way inside the button? I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about, Mysterious. All right, there is the roll. So this is the final one. This is coming in with a lot of speed. A lot of speed here. Now they're scrubbing away. Oldenburg scrubbing away. Looks like he's going to hit his own stone and hits the Czech Republic. It is a button play. And the USA with the walk-off winner over the Czech Republic as they defeat the Czech Republic 8-7. There you go. That is final. Casper the Ghost. Look at that. GG's in the chat, folks. Just translate your Spanish. Oh, okay. Appreciate it. So there you go. That's your final. Again, starting out 0-0. Then the United States took a lead. Czech Republic tying it back. United States took it back. Then the Czech Republic with 3 points in end 5 to go up 4-2. Then, of course, the United States tying it back up 4-4. Czech Republic taking the lead again 5-4. Then in end 8, of course, the United States with a 3-pointer, which was huge. Again, making it 7-5. Czech Republic tying it back up in end number 9. But, of course, again, the United States with the final shot in end 10. And that ended up being the difference. 8-7, your final score. There you go. That is, yeah, buzzer beater, I know. It was a great match. And also the first one I have ever followed. Same here, Green. I have never called a curling, never watched curling, again, in its entirety before. So that was a first for me. We'll see how, I don't know. We'll see if I do another one unsure. But that was pretty neat. Again, I enjoyed it. I just don't know how clear I was. I don't know if I really was clear. So that's my bad. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. And again, tomorrow I'll be back with some more for some more Olympic hockey. We'll be doing some of the men's. Again, I won't be able to do the USA team, unfortunately. Again, I've been doing every single match, despite how Mysterious is trying to play it up. I've been doing everything USA. Want the USA to win. I want to watch the USA, but I won't be able to watch tomorrow USA's men's match versus Latvia. I'll be away. I'll be like 3 hours away at the time. But I will be able to cover Canada versus the Czech Republic. 9:40 in the morning Central Time, 10:40 Eastern. So again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you did like it, then feel free to subscribe. Again, it is free to do so. Again, my specialty is, football and baseball, but, we have to cover other things in between. So, but yeah, that is pretty much it. I will catch you guys later. You guys all have a great rest of your day. I will probably redirect you guys if you guys are looking for some more coverage of something. I believe Sinbin is on, so I'm going to have to go ahead and hide the screen here and set that up. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. You guys all have a great rest of your day. Peace.